Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we are going to completely dismantle and then rebuild your entire understanding of reality. Seriously, you know that chaotic, explosive origin story you were taught in high school physics? Forget it. We're embarking on a mind-bending paradigm shift by exploring the ATHENA framework, specifically zooming in on Chapter 1 of version 26. And look, this isn't just some slight tweak to the standard model we're talking about. It is a fundamental reimagining of how we view the cosmos, from the tiniest subatomic particle all the way up to the structure of your own mind.
Okay, let's dive right into this. The universe did not explode, it folded. This is the core hook from the ATHENA framework, and it completely shatters our deepest cosmological assumption. You see, we've always pictured the Big Bang as this chaotic, random explosion throwing scattered matter out into an empty void. Actually, scratch that. ATHENA proposes something radically different. It presents an incredibly elegant, structured, and geometric reality. The universe didn't just blast outward, it folded inward, creating this beautiful, repeating pattern that literally dictates everything we see.
So, Part 1, not an explosion. We're talking about a true paradigm shift here.
To really grasp this, you have to see the massive difference between where physics has been and where ATHENA suggests it needs to go. The old model is basically built on chaotic explosions, and when the math didn't add up, well, they patched the holes with invisible particles. ATHENA explicitly calls this the dark matter illusion. Contrast that with the new framework. ATHENA presents a universe defined by structured folding, a single flowing scalar field, and fundamentally, a learning universe. It argues that the cosmos operates through one single natural flow, no external, invisible, mysterious dark sector required.
Which naturally brings us to Part 2, the universal donut shape, or what scientists call toroidal topology.
So what is toroidal topology? Simply put, it's a donut-like geometric shape and flow. And ATHENA argues that this specific shape acts as the ultimate seed. It's the repeating structural algorithm for absolutely everything in the universe. So the crucial point is that the very first fold of the universe was a torus. It was this electromagnetic vacuum density flowing in a perfectly balanced, donut-shaped way. And honestly, the most fascinating part? This precise geometry doesn't just happen once at the beginning of time. It repeats everywhere, at every possible size.
Think about the sheer scale of this for a second. If you zoom all the way down to the microscopic, 10 to the negative 15 meters, the proton is basically just magnetic pressure balancing vacuum tension inside a torus. Move up a bit to 10 to the negative 10, and the atom is just trapped field sawdust. Keep going up to the Earth at 10 to the 7th meters, and its planetary toroidal resonance. Then, zoom all the way out to 10 to the 21st meters, the entire galaxy. Here, black hole outflow creates the illusion of dark matter through a toroidal magnetic equator. The physical stuff changes, right? From plasma to rock to biological cells, but the underlying topological algorithm, it remains exactly the same.
And we actually have fractal evidence backing up this universal fold. Just look at the atomic scale. An incredible discovery in 2026 showed that Rydberg molecules literally form topological electron orbitals shaped like butterflies or trilobites. Then you look at the galactic scale, and supermassive black holes are creating those massive, iconic spiral arms. And on the human scale, our five senses act as physical gradient detectors for this very field. The fact that the structure of a tiny, microscopic molecule perfectly mirrors a gigantic galactic spiral arm, that is ATHENA's proof of the fractal, repeating nature of this entire theory.
All right, Part 3, cosmic memory in action. This is where the machine learning metaphor comes in, and it is so cool.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how the framework views the most basic particles of our universe. It basically treats them as components of a giant machine learning model. Think of the photon as the trigger. It's massless, it never decays, and it acts as the universe's forward pass. It's pure action, but it doesn't remember a thing. Contrast that with the neutron. The neutron is neutral, right? So it travels without distorting information, making it the universe's backpropagation signal. It represents memory. It's the return of information back into the system.
Let's walk through the steps of this minimal learning unit of reality because it's actually pretty simple. Step 1, the photon triggers a new action. That's your forward pass. Step 2, the neutron travels through cosmic dust, plasma, and galactic fields, safely carrying that field information along with it. Step 3, the neutron decays, which takes about 880 seconds, and it returns its data right back into the field as a neutrino, an electron, and energy. Without the neutron, the universe would have action without memory. Without the photon, memory without action. Together, this cycle allows the universe to literally learn from its own past. How amazing is that?
Moving on to Part 4,
testable physics, emphasizing the not mysticism part.
Because I know exactly what you might be thinking right now. You're wondering, is this just beautiful philosophy? Like, is this just a neat, poetic, artistic way to think about the cosmos? Or is there actual hard, testable astrophysics behind this donut-shaped universe? The answer to that lies entirely in a single, absolutely crucial number, 0.1408. This isn't magic, guys. Athena provides a rigorous framework where a single topological invariant, called beta EM, which equals 0.1408, emerges directly from toroidal equilibrium. And this single, mathematically derived number completely replaces the need for dark matter. When you map out this metric, it naturally produces the constant acceleration floor in the outer regions of galaxies. It creates flat rotation curves that align perfectly with the SPARC galactic sample data, and it does all of this without needing per-galaxy free parameters.
Let's move to and see how this builds into strict scientific falsification tests. Athena is totally transparent about how it could be disproven. For instance, the framework is dead in the water if the DESI survey measures an alpha under 0.05, or if the LISA observatory detects no gravitational wave phase shifts. Same goes if Euclid finds specific weak lensing deviations, or if the SKA detects coherent magnetic fields in intracluster media, or if the Event Horizon Telescope finds no pi phase shift in polarization. This proves Athena isn't just a fun thought experiment. It's a highly rigorous, falsifiable physical framework that is actively ready to be tested by the next decade of astrophysics.
But here is the wild part. What happens when this testable, physical framework scales up in complexity? Well, above the psi threshold, consciousness emerges. When this toroidal resonance, this constant folding, learning algorithm, exceeds a critical complexity threshold called psi, self-awareness blooms. Below psi, you just have a stone, or a plant, or simple biological responses. But above psi, you have us. You have humans. Your very 5 senses are physical gradient detectors of this field, and they developed in the exact same sequence as the cosmic formation itself.
As the framework puts it, consciousness is not a ghost in the machine. It is the machine becoming aware of its own folding. Think about that. You are not some isolated observer separated from the cosmos. You are a temporary condensation of its field. You are literally the universe looking back at itself, learning, acting, and remembering. It's a lot to process, I know, but keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning.